I'm just going to take the argument as he presents it.
Reference the important clips. Skip over the useless parts. It's about logic. It's about conveying an argument. It's not conveying a name. It's not conveying a phrase, a sentence. You're not going to prove nature wonderful by quoting Carl Sagan. You're just not going to do it that way. You're going to have to do better than that. What I've demanded is you make an argument, and if you're going to say something like inmendham is wrong, and then you're going to make fun of inmendham's intelligence, well, you have to do it with some tools, some weapons. You have to bring something to the goddamn fight.
Mother Nature is much pickier.
Mother Nature is much pickier? I'm supposed to take that seriously? And the bottom line is there's no evidence that Mother Nature becomes much pickier. The only time the rules of natural selection change into anything else is when you apply intelligence selection. When a vessel capable of logic and rationality, what we have corrupted on purpose because we're selfish bastards, but it's capable of rationality and logic, and that's capable of changing the dynamic, because then you can have intelligence selection, then people can wear condoms, then people can make informed choices and decisions. Nothing changed before that. Before that, it was the same crude forces in operation for millions and millions and millions and billions of years. There's no evidence of any Mother Nature anywhere in there. I made a fucking argument, unlike you, who just slanders, who just ridicules, who just uses vacuous bullshit as an argument. There's no dynamic in nature except DNA molecules competing with each other for dominance, period. No evidence of anything else happening in this fucking environment. Nothing.
Now, it gets complex here, and I'm not going to go into the details. I'll post...
No, what it gets is convoluted, like most religions. Convoluted bullshit. Well, then Noah was naked and drunk, and we had to walk backwards to cover his nakedness. I mean, that's what this just convoluted bullshit stories. Just crap you jackasses make up. Mother Nature. I'm supposed to take that seriously from a scientist? Mother Nature? It's not that complex, and I even brought the subject up, that you can look at seal populations. I mean, one male seal wins the lottery, and the rest of them are out of luck. So 1 in 50 gets to have a real life with a mate and having sex and all that stuff, and 50 go without. Their genetics is stifled. But in a way, they're working for the same thing because they're related to that dominant male. They share a genetic heritage with it and a genetic destiny with it. And so it's to their advantage. And the same thing happens in wolf packs and the rest. There's lots of tribes of animals, lots of group animals that function that way because that's another selection process. They glean the best out of their group and allow the best to do the reproducing, but it's still another evolutionary advantage. It just has to do with the damn DNA molecule and what's to its advantage. And it doesn't. It's nothing more. It's a brutal competition, and it leaves a lot of things out. There's no symmetry or Mother Nature fucking psychology in any of that. It's brutal. It's goddamn brutal. We acquired our intelligence at least 70,000 years ago, maybe as far back as 250,000 years ago. We acquired this potential. Obviously, we didn't maximize it. Pointy sticks and clubs to brutalize our environment gave us an advantage, and all we needed was that slight advantage to essentially blanket the world. Alright, we blanketed the world not knowing what thunder was, not knowing what a bacterium was, not knowing anything about this planet in any real way. We didn't do it with intelligence. We did it with brutality. A scheming mind, not an intellectual mind, because we had no knowledge base.